Shalom. Call law Yahweh Shemiel Shai by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops at Great Millstone that taught us this truth, the 100% truth, and rule well, and to the men that taught them. Peace and blessings to the Akim on the four corners of this earth, risking their lives each and every week, which will be the 144,000 who are the prophets today. And also that great multitude of men, women, and children the Heavenly Father is going to have mercy on. And you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the true Hebrew Israelites. And that is according to the Holy Bible, the Holy Scriptures. And this is your brother Dawadah coming with another lesson. And this lesson is entitled, It's time to brace yourself. Because things it's about to get real crazy out here. So if you not paying attention what's going on in the news and stuff like that, it's been crazy, and it's only gonna get worse. So it's best for you to brace yourself and repent and come back to Yahweh Shemiel Shai before it's too late. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 55 and 11. This is gonna be straight to the point, and this is Isaiah chapter 11. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth, and it shall not return unto me void, but shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing unto I sent it. So you see, when the Most High said, he's going to do something, he's going to do it. Just like when we went into slavery during the time when we was in Egypt, the Most High, his word, when he puts forth, something out there, it's not going to come back void, And we've been through many captivities. And when we went off by worshiping other gods and everything, worshiping their idols, the Most High did what? He put us in slavery. So his word is going to return, it's not going to return unvoid, And it says, but it should accomplish that which I please, and it should prosper in the thing unto I sent. Yeah. And when he said Esau was going to kill us, with the sword, what's happening to this day, Basically, this is, pretty much nothing has changed, He said back in the times of the ancient times, Esau was using the sword on us. And now in the future days, Esau is using the sword. So this is all future prophecy that is happening, And when he said Esau was going to change the times and seasons, he did, He changed the times and the seasons, And that's how, Yahweh Shemiel Shai operates, And that's why it's best for you to behoove yourself and get ready, because things are about to get really crazy out here, and you already see things is getting escalating. Yahweh Shemiel Shai, touching these people, putting the spirit on them, demons jumping on them to do all kind of crazy stuff. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. Because if you think that this place is going to all of a sudden just, go back to where it used to be. No, it's done, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1, start from the top. And I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he should say unto me, and what I should answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shemiel Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. Yeah, so, The Lord said through, he said, what did he say? Through tarry, wait for it, and it surely come to pass, and will not tarry, yeah. So, though it seems like, things is, not moving fast or anything, moving fast, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, like I said in the last verse that we read, His word in Isaiah chapter 55, His word will not go out void. You know what I'm saying? And all we have to do is just keep the faith, because it's gonna come to pass. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's why He said, write the vision of playing upon tables. You know what I'm saying? And read it, because we're seeing things that are changing right now, and most of these people think Most High is not going to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? It was these people back in the time when the jungle juice was being pumped in their veins. They was freaking out. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to hear, wanted to go to church and all that. But then soon, when things went back normal, they was right back to doing their wickedness. And they think, like I say again, let me read that again from the top. And I will stand up on my watch and set me up on the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shema shall answer and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. Yeah. So if you're not comprehending what Yahweh Shema shall, because this truth is being, spoken throughout the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? It says, make it plain upon tables. And this truth is being pushed out here plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. You know what I'm saying? And for vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what the prophets are out here on the four corners of this earth, preaching this truth. And it said, and not lie. Yeah. Because see, Yahweh Shema Shai, once he puts something out, he can't lie. You know what I'm saying? His word is true. You know what I'm saying? That he may slack it and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. Yeah. Because everything Yahweh Shema say through all the words and everything that the prophets are speaking on the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth, it's not gonna lie. Everything is gonna come to pass, and we just waiting on some, a couple more prophecies. But this is how Yahweh Shema Shai operates. If you feel like you don't believe nothing he's saying, then just wait. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna come like a thief in the night. Let's get that first. Thessalonians chapter 5, 5 verse 2. Let's start from the top. But at the times in the season, brethren, ye have no need that I have write unto you for yourself, not perfectly, that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai so come as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as to travail upon a woman while child, and they should not escape. Yeah. So you got to understand that even Yahweh Shai don't know when he's coming back. Only Yahweh know. And he's not going to come back like most people think, because people now are thinking that, things are not going to happen. Things are not going to get stirred up. You know what I'm saying? There's no martial law coming. There's no sea hip coming. But just wait. For all the wickedness that you're doing, you constantly keep doing, you think things are just going to, be brushed under the rug, and you think you're going to keep on being able to do it. And most of this is coming from our people, you know what I'm saying? The 2/3, Jake. But also they learned it from their daddy Esau and the other nations. So just like, the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, Habakkuk 2:1, just, tarry, no tarry, you know what I'm saying, wait. Yeah, because Yahweh Shema Shai is going to come like a thief in the night. You see? And the destruction is coming, to this place. And when it says, for when they shall see peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up on them, as a travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall escape. You see? These people is going to get everything, that they deserve. The destruction is coming. And that's why, we supposed to be measuring the time, you know what I'm saying? We don't supposed to be out here, hanging in the clubs, you know what I'm saying, partying it up, having cookouts, barbecues like you've never seen it before, just going to all kind of different weddings and stuff like that. trying to travel the world and see everything. Like, no, it's not that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not that time. The time is to get ready for what's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what's time. You know it is. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Because if you don't get ready and you don't understand what's about to come, then you blind. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much blind. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. And he answered me then and said, measure thy time diligently in itself. Yeah. Because the time is good to measure it. You know what I'm saying? And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, yeah. So how you measure the time? You just don't be looking at your damn clock thinking like, okay, I'm going to measure the time. No, you have to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? And one of the key things is to stay focused on what's going on in the news and what time and what season and time we in. You know what I'm saying? Because these prophecies are going to show you based on what is going on in the news right now and what's going on over in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, you know, just through things that we're dealing with and things that are going on in this world, like the upworld of the people. You know, the weather is changing, earthquakes, hurricanes, you know, all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The economy, the economic structure of it is falling. You know, and one of the prophecies that is that we're really waiting for, you know, and actually one of the prophecies that we realized that was key to us during that time, you know what I'm saying, was slavery ships. You know what I'm saying? You know, and during this time, you know what I'm saying, we could tell we at the end now because of the things that are happening. You know what I'm saying? Things that are being presented and brought to our attention. You know what I'm saying? Especially how they're speaking about it on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? But they're talking in code. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that we're waiting for now is that sea help. Revelations 13 and 16, which we're segueing into that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say measure the time diligently in itself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing. We're measuring the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you know that you have, it's just like you know that if you made a pie and you know some of the prophecies already came, but you got those 2 slices, you know, still left in that pie. You know the times that you have been, and you've been measuring the time diligently on the things that have been going on in this world, and you notice things are starting to, get crazy out here, and you're starting to see it based on all kind of different things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the weather. You know what I'm saying? What else? The pharmaceutical industry. Pretty much. What else? Just the uproars of the people. People just clearly bugging out. You can see those things. You know what I'm saying? Verse 2, and then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made it. Yeah. And you see that happening all over the earth, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I say again, people bugging out, you know what I'm saying? Earthquakes, hurricanes, you know what I'm saying? And right now we're approaching that, we're approaching the end, you know what I'm saying? Because you can tell by the signs, you know what I'm saying? And once that, one of the biggest ones, like I say again, is that going to be that sea help. Once it's implemented to the masses, then we're there. You know what I'm saying? But our people don't want to wake up. They're still asleep. Let's get Romans 13:11, because it's our time to wake out of sleep. And if you don't wake up, then you're going to be lost. You're going to be left behind. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And most of 2/3 of our niggas is not going to wake up because they love it here in Babylon the Great. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The nigh is far spent, The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of the darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Verse 13, and let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Verse 14, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Yeah. So you see right there. So the most important thing right now is to follow, not to follow this world. You know what I'm saying? Not to be in, in that state of mind of drunkenness, chambering and wantonness, not in strife or envy. You know what I'm saying? But what we're supposed to be doing is being obedient to Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? Following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Feeding ourselves with this truth. Feeding our spirit with this word. Not feeding our flesh with number garbage, which, that's what this world loves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we know. We know that's why we know this place is down. It's going down, you know what I'm saying? And right now, man, Esau is trying to hide all kind of stuff, man. He's trying to make it seem like the economy is going real good. Nothing is going on. Everything is fine. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the stuff he don't even put in the news. He just put on he always make it seem like everything is always going good. Man, how can everything always go good? You know what I'm saying? But now they laying off people. You know what I'm saying? How can everything's going good, but they laying off people? That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But that's how Esau, deceives the masses. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, and that's why we say you better brace yourself. While you have the time, it's time to brace yourself. Right away, I'm in on this Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It's like, I don't know how I went past that. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Yeah. So you got to realize, man, we're in some crazy times right now. So like I said again, it's best for you to brace yourself because Jacob's trouble is here, man. And that is why the scriptures say making our call election sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, that is why the Akim on the four corners of the earth warning people, man, about the destruction that's coming to Babylon. But our people refuse to hearken to this truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're here to feed the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Not only just feeding the sheep, we're supposed to be not just hearers of the word, we're supposed to be doers of the word. You know what I'm saying? Hastening that day. You know what I'm saying? For this place to be destroyed. Because this place, the reset button needs to be reset on this place. It needs to go. And that's why we're sighing and crying for all abominations. You know what I'm saying? And that's why right now, the Most High plaguing this place. You can tell it's all kind of different plagues. Every day, every week. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to get your spirit right. And you need to realize if you don't brace yourself, that's what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking forward to redemption. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High said redemption is drawing nigh. So let me read this again and I'm going to close out. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Yeah, and the elect is going to be saved out of it. The elect in the 1/3, not you niggas, not you 2/3. Because the reason why is you're not bracing yourself. Because they've been on the four corners of the earth for a while now, since the 70s, And you haven't been bracing yourself to this truth, you know what I'm saying? From the head apostles on down, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. You can keep on being niggas. So I want to end on that. I want to say shalom. Hope this was edifying. I want to say call all y'all by Shem Shai, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, that elders and bishops at Great Millstone that ruled well, that taught us this truth, the 100% truth. To the occupant of the four corners of the earth, wishing their lives each and every week on the highways and the byways, and to the brothers and sisters tuning in for edification. Shalom.